He burst onto the Premier League scene in 2012, recording 22 goals and 5 assists in all competitions, helping Swansea to win their first major trophy in history. Sir Alex Ferguson said about at that time 26 years old that just £2 million and I'd never really heard of him. I should have a word with my scouting department. Erling Haaland has always been a huge admirer and was even tagging him on his early Instagram posts. Many Swansea fans thought that the 2012-13 season was all a dream, but it wasn't. It was a beautiful reality we all could witness that year, and it was mostly because of one player, and that is no one else than one and only Michu. So what happened to Haaland's idol Michu before and after his Premier League career? Let's find out in this video. Welcome back to the Vintage Premier League channel. I'm Drente and this is the second video from series What Happened To. Before we jump into today's amazing story of Michu, I have to take care of one pending task from the last video, and that is this wonderful shirt of David Bentley from Blackburn's 2006-07 season, which I promised to give away in the last video. In case you haven't seen it, make sure to watch it. I will put the link in description. Alright, so I didn't know how to pick one person randomly at first, so this is how it's gonna be. I found this website online where it randomly generates a winner from your comment section, and I did just that, and the winner is Kupko Fatersik. Congratulations, DM me please on Instagram so we can sort out the shipping and stuff. And for others, don't worry, there will be many more giveaways for Premier League shirts worth hundreds of euros. Just don't forget to subscribe and always hit the like button and leave a comment to have a chance to win Premier League shirts of many legendary players that graced the pitches of Premier League stadiums and gave us many amazing unforgettable memories and stories. And if we're talking about memorable Premier League stories, we simply cannot miss out the story of Swansea City's 2012-13 season, where certain Spaniard brought extreme portion of joy to Liberty Stadium and TV screens all around the world. Michu. Michu, or Miguel Perez Cuesta, was born on 21st March 1986 in Oviedo, Asturias in Spain. He started his career with local Real Oviedo in the second division of Spanish top flight. He had a decent 4-season stint with Oviedo between 2003 and 2007, scoring 13 goals in 100 appearances for the club. Michu then moved to Celta Vigo B in 2nd Division B in the summer of 2007. Somewhere around the middle of his first season, he received his maiden first team call-up, finishing the season in the starting lineup of Segunda División side. In mid-January 2010, Michu almost transferred to La Liga Sporting de Gijón in order to replace Mikel, who transferred to Birmingham City, but it eventually fell through and Michu stayed at Celta. On 8 June 2011, after helping the club to 6th position in the regular season, Michu netted the game's only goal in the first leg of the promotion playoffs against Granada, but in the following second leg at home, he missed his penalty shootout attempt and his team was sadly eliminated 4-5 on penalties. He scored 12 goals in 117 appearances for Celta, but with an aim to finally achieve his dream of playing in La Liga, he left at the end of 2010-11 season. On 27 July 2011, after his contract with Celta expired, Michu signed a 2-year deal with Rayo Vallecano, newly promoted club to La Liga. He made his debut in the competition in 2011-12 season on 28th August in 1-1 away draw with Athletic Bilbao. Michu was one of the best Spanish goal scorers in his first season and joined 9th overall in La Liga. He was the best in the list from midfielders. Michu's most memorable moments for Rayo were scoring braces against Real Sociedad in 4-0 home win, against Racing de Santander in 4-2 home win, against Osasuna in 6-0 thrashing, and also at Bernabeu against Real Madrid in 4-2 away loss. That was quite impressive, and Michu finished his debut season scoring 17 goals in 39 games across all competitions. On 20th July 2012, Michu signed a 3-year contract with Premier League side Swansea City. There were a number of eye-catching Premier League moves that summer, but Michu's arrival at Swansea City wasn't necessarily one of them. Robin van Persie had made a sensational Manchester United switch, paving the way for the club to win their 20th Premier League title, while the Eden Hazard battle had been won by Champions League holders Chelsea. Arsenal added Olivier Giroud after his title-winning turn with Montpellier, and QPR had responded to narrowly surviving relegation by adding the likes of Julio Cesar and Esteban Granero in summer window, which had plenty of people talking. Amid all that, a £2 million deal to bring a relatively unknown Spaniard to the Liberty Stadium could have easily gone unnoticed. Instead, though, Michu was the talk of the league by the end of the season. Following the departure of Gylfi Sigurdsson, the club was looking for someone to fill the gap behind the striker in their 4-2-3-1 formation. He was given the number 9 shirt upon his arrival and subsequently began featuring as a striker. Michu said that he really wanted to come to Swansea because of the coach, the style of play and the Premier League, as well as adding that he had other offers as well. He said he's always followed the Premier League from Spain and watched a lot of Swansea games last season where they played good style of football. The coach in question was Michael Laudrup, who had succeeded Brendan Rodgers when the Northern Irishman left for Liverpool. Laudrup had previously managed in Spain, impressing with Getafe, and Michu was one of a number of La Liga players to join that summer along with Jonathan de Guzman and Pablo Hernandez. On his league debut on 18th August, Michu scored twice and provided an assist for Scott Sinclair in a 5-0 away victory over Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road. The first of his goals was also the first scored in the new top flight season, and he later described his debut as incredible. Michu stayed atop the goal-scoring charts by netting the second goal in 3-0 home win over West Ham United on 25th August and the second goal in the 2-2 draw against Sunderland in the following game week. Michu scored his first FA Cup goal on 6 January 2013, coming off the bench in an eventual 2-2 home draw against Arsenal in the third round and finding the net a mere 73 seconds after entering the pitch. On 23 January 2013, Michu extended his contract with Swansea City for 3 more years. In League Cup, Michu helped Laudrup's side to lift the trophy for the first time in their history, beating Champions League holders Chelsea in the semi-finals, where Michu scored in Swansea's 2-0 win. League 2 side Bradford City were the surprise opponents in the final after their own giant-killing exploits, but Michu scored one of 5 goals for the Swans in a comprehensive victory, which was his 19th official goal of the campaign. He was later named the team's Player of the Year as well as Supporters Player of the Year. Michu scored Swansea's first goal of the new season on 1st August 2013 in the club's 4-0 home win against Malmö FF in the third qualifying round of the UEFA Europa League. In a playoff tie against FC Petrolul Ploiești late in the same month, he netted the second goal in a 5-1 victory, also at home. He was also on target in a famous group stage victory away to Valencia. Everything seemed like he is in the same rhythm as last season, and for a moment it got even better for him. On 6 October 2013, Michu was finally called up to the national team as a replacement for the injured David Villa. He made his debut 5 days later, starting in a 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Belarus in Palma de Mallorca, where Spain won 2-1. But Michu then failed to emulate his previous season's form for the Premier League side, as he managed to score just 2 goals in 17 Premier League games. He scored 6 goals in 22 games in all competitions. It was caused mainly because of injuries from November and December 2013, and by the time he returned from the second setback, which was an ankle issue, Laudrup was gone as manager and Michu's Swansea career was basically over. On 17th July 2014, Michu moved on loan to SSC Napoli of Serie A with the option of a permanent move. He made his debut for his new team on 31st August, coming on as an 85th minute substitute for Lorenzo Insigne in 2-1 win at Genoa. Injury meant that Michu only played 6 competitive matches for the Italians without scoring a single goal. The injury he suffered was diagnosed as periostitis. It was caused by inflammation of a layer of connective tissue that surrounds the bone in his ankle. Michu spent 222 days on the sidelines and obviously came back from Napoli to Swansea. He has not appeared for Swansea since April 2014 and was released on 9th November 2015 through a financial settlement, with his contract due to expire in the following summer. Swansea said that the player was no more considered valuable for the team. What a sad end. Immediately after leaving Swansea, Michu joined Asturian club UP Langreo for the rest of the 2015-16 season. He managed to score 10 goals in 13 games, so it clearly showed he still had a lot to offer. Maybe also because his older brother Hernan was his manager at that time. Hernan as well was developed at Oviedo before playing for local sides and then switching to managerial role. On 19 August 2016, Michu returned to his first club Oviedo, which he helped to save in 2012 while still playing for Swansea. Alongside Juan Mata and Santi Cazorla as former Oviedo players, they bought shares and helped to save the club in 2012. After signing a one-year deal with Oviedo, he managed to score just a single goal in 27 Segunda División appearances in 2016-17 season, in which he struggled with injuries that impacted his performances. As it turned out, it would be his last goal as a professional footballer. Michu officially announced his retirement from professional football on 25 July 2017 at the age of just 31. The previous week, he commented that he would like to stay connected with football. On 3 June 2018, Michu was appointed as director of football at Langreo, where his brother acted as head coach. He left the position on 3 April 2019 to become the technical secretary of Real Oviedo. In December that year, he agreed to terminate his contract to join Burgos CF as a technical secretary. In February 2020, then Borussia Dortmund and now Manchester City striker Erling Haaland had revealed that he idolized former Premier League star Michu as a child. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, Haaland was even tagging Michu on Instagram to get his attention, and they began to chat way before Haaland went famous. In response to Erling Haaland's revelation about admiring Michu, the Spaniard sent a signed jersey of Burgos to Haaland with his name and number on it. In 2022, Michu stated that he was still struggling with chronic pain in his ankle after retirement, claiming that his ankle is that of 90 years old despite undergoing several surgeries. Still in Asturias, his beloved home province, Michu is once again making a name for himself, this time as sporting director and architect of the most remarkable team in Spanish football. Burgos, a local side with a stadium of just 12,000, are climbing to the summit of La Liga 2 this season. Yet remarkably, they have done it while having the best defense in the league. Michu credits coach Juan Calero, who worked with Fernando Hierro for working well defensively with the team, and insists the secret is simple: we have kept 90% of the defensive structure from last year and the players know how the coach works. Promotion to La Liga and the riches that entails would mark the most unexpected of second comings for Michu. At Burgos, I have a full confidence of the board, they let me work, it's a humble team with limited resources, he adds. But I have an eye on being the sporting director of a first division team. It is a flash of ambition that may surprise those who remember the player who thrived off afternoon naps and bean stew. But the fire is back. For now, it is Burgos who are taking Michu to the top flight. But the Premier League has unfinished business with Michu, and it seems he too has unfinished business with the Premier League. So yeah, this was what happened to Michu, and quite frankly, this is what's still happening for Michu in his career now. We might see him in charge of a Premier League club in the future, you never know. I hope you liked this video, if yes then like it, and for those of you who are eyeing these beautiful Swansea City shirts behind me, yes you are correct, one of those will be today's giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment, and I will pick one lucky person from the comment section who can choose one of these beauties. With that being said, that's everything for this video, thank you all for watching and see you next time!